That's the most important part of the day. You go to sleep feeling successful.
Feeling successful.
And feeling like things are working out for you beautifully. That you're just really happy about yourself and your future. You're happy about it. And you go to sleep while doing that. Then that will happen to you. Like everything is happening to you right now. Because that's what you do every day, and that's what's happening to you every day. Because whatever you feel when you go to sleep tonight is what's going to happen to you for the next few days and for the next few years. And everything in your life is already set right now. It's all set, and it's going to happen unless you change it. And you have the privilege of changing it, because you can go to sleep at night pretending, or let's say like counting $100,000. You get a $100 bill, study it, and learn to count $100,000 in your imagination, that you're right in the middle of counting it, and you go to sleep. I told you the story about Tony, right?
I think you did, but I vaguely remember. Maybe you can reiterate.
Yeah, Tony came to me and said, this stuff that you're teaching, this positive thought, to me is the silliest thing in the world. He says, but there's one thing you could do for me that would convince me that you're right. I want you to tell me something that's going to happen that I know will never happen, and it cannot happen. I took the challenge and started thinking of something until I came up with it. We had the Arthur Murray studio in Reno. Reno was 40,000 people. It was on the very last page, in the last group of a thing that was mailed to us every week. I talked to Tony and I said, Arthur Murray will throw a convention for the Reno studio. Tony said, that will never happen. I says, well, when it does happen, will you believe? He says, of course, because it's not going to happen. It's stupid. We're the smallest goddamn Arthur Murray studio. We're the very last number on the very last page of the book that comes out every week. You can't do that. I did an exercise of I'm looking down and I'm looking at my hands and I can hear a huge crowd. You know that sound that a huge crowd makes. I'm sitting there looking at my hands. I hear this huge crowd. I start raising my sight until I see two microphones. I see a microphone right here and a microphone next to me. Now I see the microphone and I look up and I see the crowd. They've come to see me. And I look to my right and there he is, Arthur Murray is walking up the stage and he comes down and sits beside me to talk on that microphone. When it was all over, I went to Tony and said, Tony, we did it. You said it was impossible, it couldn't be done, and we did it. We hit 800% of what we were supposed to do.
And that was an exercise you did from Neville Goddard.
Yeah, And I went to Tony when this was all over with. I says, Tony, see? And he says, see hell. But you didn't just dream this shit up and make it happen. It happened because you're a very good man, you're a smart man,